Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We are going to go through the preview of each game in NHL on February 18, 2021. We have 9 games on the program. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach, Coach Frenchy, back in the house. Today, we are going to go to preview each game for the NHL game today. But before we start, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page to get all the update, preview, reviewing, post-game, Club 5, power ranking, the trophy, the race for each trophy. Everything's going on around the report card of the Florida Panthers and also the Montreal Canadiens. They are the 2 teams I really follow, plus every team in the NHL. So you get everything's going on about the NHL. You can find it on their Hockey Nation Live Show. So let's start with the first full game at 7 o'clock today. The Ottawa Senators play at Toronto for the 3rd time the last 4 games. 4 days. They have a series so far 2-2. Both teams won 2 games. Yesterday, the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Ottawa Senators by a score of 2-1. We are not confirmed. We expect Ogberg and Anderson in front of the net. And also, the record of Ottawa is 4-13-1. They are 7 in the North Division. And for the flip side, Toronto is 12-3-2, and they are first and NHL in the North Division. Also, for the everything looking good for Toronto at the end of the day. Whatsoever we're thinking in Toronto, that's the end of the world. The way that Toronto is played for the last 4 games. Matthews scored his 14th of the year. He's the number 1 scorer in NHL at that moment with 14 goals. And for the Ottawa Senators, we have to tell you exactly, like Brady Tkachuk scored his 5th of the year yesterday, and he's have a great so far, a good season like Tadonov. So the second game of the day at 7 o'clock p.m., the New Jersey Devils play the second game of since they are back for the COVID-19 restriction. Play at Boston. Boston is back home after 7 games on the road. They got 5-1-1, and also at home they are 4-0-0. This is the 3rd game between both teams. Both of them have a 1-1 W. They are 1-1 so far. The record for New Jersey 5-3-2. They are 6th in the division, North Division, and Boston Bruins are number 1 at 10-2-2. We expect Rask and Blackwood in front the net for both team. For the New Jersey Devils, listen, Blackwood have a great game last game. They won by the score of 5-2. And then for the Boston Bruins, everything looking great. Bergeron look like more he get older, more his offensive side is great. And Pasternak have already 7 goals for the last 5 games for Boston Bruins. On the 3rd game of the night at 7 o'clock. Oh, by the way, for Boston, they have a couple of things right there's going on. We expect Zboril and Kretschuk for at least 2 game minimum to be out of the lineup. We don't expect tonight also DeBrusk and Stuckinka not there for the Boston Bruins. And of course, for the New Jersey Devils, they still have a couple of problems with the COVID-19. Ishar is still on the COVID-19 like Tkachuk. But we expect tonight Vatanen and Kolikov back on the lineup for defensemen for them. That will helping for sure the defense side. And one thing you have to work better for the New Jersey Devils, their PK is the worst in the league, and they are 67.7 versus Boston. They have the best PK, second best PK in the league, 88, and they are goal again, the second in the league also at 2.14. The 3rd game at 7 o'clock, the New York Rangers are in Philadelphia tonight. That's the first game for Flyers since maybe 10 days since they are in the COVID-19 situation. They're missing a lot of players tonight. We have Longton, Landblom, Brown, Konechny, Voracek, Giroux are all on the protocol 19, COVID 19. So they're not going to be a part of the roster for night for the game for the Flyers tonight. On the New York Rangers, we already know like Trump, he is out for at least a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks, and we expect Panarin back in the lineup. It's possible Miller is going to be there. We're not confirmed for the goaltender, Georgiev versus Hart. This is the first meeting between both formations. The New York Rangers lost their last 4 games, so and we'll see how the Flyers look like without those players went out in the lineup and see and Sen did not play for the last 10 game, and we know after this game they are going to be going to Lake Tahoe for the outside game for the weekend. The 4 game of the night at 7 o'clock. Also, the New York Islanders, everything looking great over there. They have at least 1 point in the last 8 game play at Pittsburgh. They lost the last game against Washington. Um, Islanders are 8-4-3. They are second in the North Division. Pittsburgh are fifth in the division. They are 7-6-1. We expect Varlamov against Jarry. Ron Exall expressed today. Jarry have a start to turn around everything on the great way. They have confidence on Jarry and look like better and better. Jarry look good in front of the net. So we'll see what happens. I don't have anything particular for the lineup for both formation, to be honest with you. So far, they have played 2 times each other, and both team at least they won 1 game. So let's move on for the second, the 5th game at 7 o'clock, because we have 6 games at 7 o'clock tonight. So the Nashville Predator are in Columbus Blue Jacket tonight. Blue Jacket are 7-6-4, and they are 5th in the division. For the Nashville, they are 6-9-0. They are 7 in the division. They are not looking great, to be honest with you. They lost, I believe, the last 3 games. We expect Zaras in front of the net. I apologize. This is my mistake. It's not Uton going to be there, but we expect Muskligan in front of the net, but it's not confirmed. For the Columbus Blue Jacket, they expect, hopefully Laney and Roslovic going to find their touch. They lost the last game against the Hurricanes 7-3. And for Nashville, we know they have a difficult time at that moment. It's a team they're searching. They try to find a way to get back. The good news about this for the Nashville, they beat 2 times Columbus this year since the beginning of the year. And one thing that Nashville have to get better is their PK is number 30 in the league at 67.8. Finally, the last game at 7 o'clock time is coming. It's in Washington. The Buffalo Sabres play in Washington. That will be the 3rd game since they are back from the COVID-19. They lost the first 2 games against the New York Islanders at the beginning of the week. Washington finally snapped their 4 last games straight by winning against the Pittsburgh Penguins Monday night. So they are now 7-4-3. They won 3-1, if I can recall it. They are number 4 in the North Division for Buffalo. They are 4-6-2. They lost the last 3 games, and they are the last position in the North Division. We expect Ulmark and Vanecek, but not confirmed in front of the net. And for the lineup, everybody is back normal in Washington, so that's a good news. And I don't have anything special for the Buffalo Sabres at that moment. The good both formation have a great power play, over 30, and they are number 5th and 6th in NHL. Finally, the game at 8 o'clock, it's in St. Louis. And St. Louis, for last 2 weeks, they don't play against the Arizona Coyotes. They play against the San Jose Sharks at 8 o'clock. So far, they played 2 games already, and they divide. Both teams have a 1W. The San Jose Sharks are 6-7-1. They are 7 in the West Division. For the St. Louis Blues, they are 2nd with a 9-5-2. We expect Jones and Bennington in front of the net. I don't have anything special also for the lineup. Well, we know Carlson's going to be out for the San Jose. We did not know it's a game decision about Schwartz. for the St. Louis Blues. But we can tell you right now, Scandella is going to be back in the lineup, but they lost the another defenseman, St. Louis Blues, Parinko. So that's what I got, to be honest with you, as an information about the roster tonight. And at 9 o'clock tonight, the Arizona Coyotes owes the Los Angeles Kings tonight. Kings are 5-6-3. They are sixth in the division. For the Coyotes, they are fourth at 7-6-2. Comper is confirmed. We expect Peterson for the goaltender starter for the Kings tonight. The goal again for the King are a little bit high at 3.07, and for the Coyotes they are 2.73. Garland, Roak is doing well for the Coyotes, and for the Kings. Players to watch tonight, I expect Dawson Brown is someone we have to have. He already 7 goals, and Dottie have so far a good season, so someone we have to look. And also we have to remember the rookie Anderson Darlin doing well the last 3 games for the Kings, so it's going someone we have to watch for sure. And finally, the last game of the night is going to be between the Minnesota Wild against the Anaheim Ducks. This game is the only game at 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight. That will give me a break because the last 2 games is hard when the game are late like that. The Minnesota lost the first game back since the COVID-19 Tuesday, and they are now 6-0. They lost the last 3 games. They are last position in the Central and the West Division. For the Ducks, they are 5th in the division. They are 6-7-3. We expect Talbot and Gibson as a starter goaltender for the both team. The worst power play in NHL right now, it's a Minnesota Wild with 6.7. We feel like Kaprizov is a little bit cold at that moment, and they need maybe help from him. They still have a good power play. To be honest with you, the one thing I want to mention to you, the power play of the Ducks is only also 8.9. It's not a 6, but they are 30 in the league, and they are the worst goal for in NHL. The Ducks with 1.94. They need more from, Geslav only 1 goal, I believe, since the beginning of the year, and I think they need more from those veterans players for sure. They played 2 games so far. Both teams win 1 game. The Anaheim Ducks beat the Wild 1-0, and the Minnesota beat the Ducks 3-2. The last 5 games, Greenway have 4 points. Kaprizov have 2 goals. Greenway have 3 assists and a +1 for Eriksson Iki. And for the Ducks, everything looking great there for the young man Maxime Comtois. He have 5 points the last 5 games with 4 goals, 1 assist. Raquel have 4 assists during the last 5 games. And finally, Maxime Comtois have also a +4. And Comtois have an amazing, great start of the season, to be honest with you. Before we close here today, we want to mention to you, nobody was on the waiver list today at 12 p.m., but the Winnipeg Jets get Eric Comrie for the claims from the New Jersey Devils. The goaltender returned in Canada. He's traveled a little bit like what Kelchnak does, traveling, changed the team for the last couple of months. It's amazing. So Eric back in Canada again for the Jets. So Jets need a backup goalie for sure behind Elie Buick and Brossois. So that's conclude the show for today. For the preview game, look forward to see you tonight after the last game of the night at 10 o'clock. And let's talking about the post game. If you have any other breaking news during the day, we're going to bring to you tonight. So have an amazing, great Thursday. And like we do every time we conclude the show here, remember, hockey fans, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great Thursday, everybody.